I'm Julie Newmar, and I want to take you into an exceptional art gallery. A gallery of the kind of art that lifts your spirits. Art that is done by imaginative people. So this film tells the story about the artists and their process with their exhilarating vision. Folks, you're in for a treat. Let's go meet the artists of Alchemia.
One day, a snooty lady came into the gallery in Petaluma and was amazed at the paintings on the wall, and they explained that they had been done by Shauna Brand, who was legally blind. And she said, those couldn't possibly be done by Shauna Brand. In rolled Shauna, who explained,
yeah, I did that one, that one, that one, and that one. And I'm proud of it.
When I first came to Alchemia, we began with drawing, and over time we would increase Shauna's mobility by reaching further and further so that she could draw larger. We then moved to an easel and put the canvas upright where she could then start moving around a canvas with a paintbrush, and over time increased her mobility for that. And when she first started oil painting, we would, as we called it, take turns driving. We would both have a hold of the brush and move around the canvas because she'd already planned her painting. So we would take turns and I'd say, do you want to drive or shall I? And she'd take it for a while, and as she got tired, I would take a turn. And we did that for some time, and then it got to the point where she could maneuver around the canvas and have control of what color she was putting on the canvas. Our next step was to get a palette that would be accessible to her, and she would know what color was. So I found a palette that had wells, and we work with a limited palette, as in oils you would do, and so she would memorize where the 3 reds, the 3 blues, the 2 browns, and the 3 yellows would be. So we would go through memorizing where exactly the well was. And then she could dip to get the paint and paint on the canvas. She could park her brush and she could clean her brush. And over time, we also did color mixing exercises, and using her excellent memory, could remember exactly how to make the color that she needed. So in the morning, now what we do is we come in the first thing, we set up the painting for Shauna, and we run through where everything is using, as we call it, the GPS. So we do GPS for her palette, and we do GPS for her painting, so she knows where her painting is and where her subjects are that she's been working on. She then can continue to paint independently for the rest of the day. So that's how it's evolved.
I like to paint animal pictures. The feelings of peacefulness. I'm excited. I'm excited when I paint.
So Alchemia did start in the living room. It started in the house of this wonderful performer and artist. Her name is Shauna Brand, and she was our second client. We had 2 people that came in at the same time, and we did the most amazing work, and it was all really in Shoshana's living room, and we did incredible singing and dancing, and we had people come in and see these wonderful shows, and that's where it all began.
I mean, this started in this room. It started with theater. It's just very small back then, so it was just me and a few other people. And then it took off. And they wanted me to, Julie and no one wanted my help finding a place for them. So we found a place in Petaluma. And then it took off from there.
Hi, Shoshana.
Hi.
Want to show me around your house?
Yeah.
I like that door.
Thanks.
It's like James Bond headquarters.
Yeah. It is like James Bond. I picked my cup off the table, and then I come over to the sink. And then I put it in the sink. And the sink is low enough so that I can put my cup in the sink.
And what are those two buttons there? I've never seen buttons like that on a sink.
The buttons will get go up and down.
Let's see you do that. Sounds like a pretty good trick. Ooh, cool.
Up and down.
Wow. Oh, so this is not just an answering machine.
Oh, no. Peculiar Treasures, Katie Weldon. Is that what you're listening to?
Yeah.
Is it a mystery?
Kind of.
Yeah.
This is a tape recorder. And this is how it's in the books. This is my room.
Wow. Lots of videos. I love videos.
This is where I do my business.
These are the videos you, well, tell me about your Blue Rose business. You're making these available to people that can't see them, huh?
Yeah. I rent them out to people who has trouble seeing regular videos.
The computer?
The computer is very important in my life. I do my business, I call people, I do email, I do some writing on the computer.
Hold that
It's
forward.
very, very important. in my life, and I would be lost without it.
My husband took a year off of school and went to take some classes in programming to try and figure out how to create a touch-sensitive board to see if Shoshana understood cause and effect. And the first computer keyboard was basically two options, like a big blue color and a big red color. We would ask Shoshana to find the red and find the blue, and it would talk back to her. When she touched the blue, it'd say, "That's great, Shoshana, you found the blue color. Blue is the color of whatever." And so we could program things, and eventually we then divided. She got bored with that, and we learned, okay, she can do a lot more than that. This was before she really could speak much. And then we divided the board into 4 parts, and then we divided the board into 8 parts where we actually put words and sentences that she could select. And over time, her skill at using the keyboard became better and better and better, until you see eventually she uses, even though it's an adapted keyboard, it's got all the functions of a standard keyboard, and she uses it. She's a real power computer user.
How did Shoshana wind up in a wheelchair?
Shoshana was born with a heart defect, and it was a very severe heart defect. And in the process of trying to save her life and provide some correction to the heart defect, there was brain damage during the many, many hours of surgery, and that led her to have both the muscular issues, cerebral palsy-like, and the blindness, which is neurological blindness, called cortical visual deficit. That's what it is, yeah. And so she was 8 months old when she sustained the disabilities, and that's when her disabilities started. And she's been working pretty much every day since then to, figure out how she's going to get herself through life and have a good life. And there's been a lot of work. She works really hard on an ongoing basis on her body. She swims twice a week, and she's an amazing swimmer.
And I'm gonna be starting the yoga.
You're going back to yoga. She's been doing yoga through the years, and Monday you're starting another class of yoga.
Yeah.
So Shoshana takes a lot of responsibility for her health and her strength. If all of us took that much responsibility for ourselves, the world would be a very different place. So we're very proud of her, and we're proud of all of her accomplishments and her joy in life that she expresses through her arts and through her drama and through her writing and just through her loving relationships with people in the world. She is quite an amazing woman, and it comes from a place inside of her that just doesn't give up and doesn't take no, just insists on, having joy and a life and productivity, and finds ways to do it over and over again. Shoshana, I can't remember why you took your first art class. I mean, were you interested in that? Did you think you'd be able to do it?
I thought I would be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. It was just an exploration?
Yeah.
What were you thinking when somebody said, what about an art class?
I was thinking, I could try to do that. Then I did it, and Kevin asked me, and I did it. But I had a positive attitude about it.
Well, that goes back a long time. Somebody once told you wouldn't be able to do a vision quest.
I know, yeah.
Somebody once told you wouldn't be able to talk.
Yeah.
Somebody once told you wouldn't be able to start your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody once told you couldn't live on your own.
And I did.
Yeah. Well, why? Why do all these things that people tell you? Why don't you listen?
You kind of remind me of Cool Hand Luke, the great old Paul Newman movie. Strother Martin said, "We have tried and tried to tell this man he cannot escape, but he keep on doing it."
I guess I'm stuffing in a good way. Because I don't know. I know people have been telling me I can't do that, but I think I can. If I think I can, I go for it.
That kind of a philosophy of life for you?
Yes. That is a philosophy of life for me. I can do stuff. I can write, I can paint, I can draw, I can act, I can sing. I can do it. It takes me figuring out how to do it, but I can. Whatever you want